Okay, I think I'm live. I'm just gonna wait for a couple of people to get in here, um, so I can start. I know it's been a while. It's Red Cup Nayka on a Friday night. Um, Hope everyone's doing fine tonight. Hope you got your cups. Um, I just posted it on Twitter, so hopefully people chime in and talk their shit. The link is in the chat if you want to hop on. Let me see. I need to know if anybody can hear me because I can't. I have my headphones in. Can I hear myself? Okay, yeah, the sound is on. All right. I'm gonna try to play with a little bit of the. Okay, thanks, Lexiana. I gotta make sure that when I'm done, I like migrate everybody to you guys' show at 10:30, 10 or 10:30. Um, it's the ladies' night, Brooke by KO. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna pull up the spit bucket video. I want to talk about Jamie Mungai or Mungua. I don't know how to say his last name, but he looks like he kind of not passed out, but he was definitely very weak after his weigh-in. Um, oh yes, I needed a drink today. um, so it looks like it's time for him to move up in weight, but I don't think he's trying to go up in weight. Uh, Mungia. Okay, I said it right. Mungia. All right. I'm gonna pull up that video. I'm just waiting for some people to get in so I can chit chat. If you guys want to hop on the live, which I always appreciate because I don't like to be sitting up here talking by myself. I need people to like interact with, especially when I start drinking. I might curse some people out. Depends on how the chat goes. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like I feel like he's doing his best not to go up in weight, but it's doing a number on his body. Hey MJ, how you doing tonight? Um, yeah, everybody got to chime in. Tune into um tonight. Is it 10 or 10:30, Boxiana, for your show tonight? Queens of the Ring on Lanique J's channel. I'll put it in the chat like towards the end. Um, yeah. So this was Danny. Thanks for spelling out the way to pronounce his name. Um, it don't really be the chat in here that acts up. It's always the people on Twitter that act up. I don't really have. Okay, so it's 10:30 Eastern time. Okay, and 9:30 Central time. Perfect. Um, let's see. Is anybody brave enough to hop on? I usually have Julius hop on, but I don't know. I haven't done this red cup in a while, so I know people probably like don't even think I come on anymore. I'm trying to get my streaming hours up. Oh my God. Like I don't really have the energy to get on here and do these lives because I'm not monetized. I'm like, why am I wasting my time? But I think I have less than 2,000 hours to do, but did y'all see this stadium, Jamie? I heard it was like a bullfighting ring. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I saw somebody tweet about it. Um, Let me see if I could pull up the the video of him. Okay, because I've been getting a little bit more um Oh, here goes my girl, Nancy. How you doing tonight? Uh, that's okay. Um, everybody's at work. You guys are in different time zones, so yeah. Uh, I'm gonna put the link to their show like towards the end, so everybody could migrate to over there. They have a really good show. A couple of other females doing it, especially on Friday nights. We're better than a lot of these fellas. Just saying. Let me see. I'm trying to get savvy with the StreamYard thing, so I'm gonna um let's see, Chrome tab, Twitter, share. Okay.
Son momentos muy...
Uh, can you guys see that? All right, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. All right, yeah. All right, so this is, hold on. This is Jamie at the
Siguiente
after his
combate,
wedding.
8 rounds en Cali, Supermosca, de la Ciudad de México.
His glasses are all discombobulated, hair all over the place. That water probably tastes like gold. Yeah, he's having trouble making weight, you guys. Like, this is not safe. This guy's working hard with his handmade fan. Jamie looks like us after a couple of rounds of whatever you want to get a couple of rounds of. He's definitely through.
Siguiente combate es 8 rounds de peso Supermosca, de la Ciudad de México. Mario Mayonesis Andrade.
Oh, look, he is on the floor. I didn't even see the whole video. I didn't know he was on the floor and everything. Wow, man. Yeah,
Son momentos muy...
you gotta move up and wait, buddy. Yeah, that is one guy after his weigh-in. He needs to move up. Can also be a drop in glucose. It's something. I mean, I feel like he has a big frame for his the weight. So he just needs to move up. Like I didn't even watch the whole video until now, and I didn't see that he was all on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't see that he was on to the floor and just till now. So could you please pronounce Anthony Munguia? Let me go back to the the instructions I had earlier. Munguia. I think you just want to laugh because I really somebody, let me see. Mungia, sorry, Mungia. Mungia. Don't be asking me to pronounce things. I can't. I'm not good at that. I always say if you don't know the way something's pronounced, you gotta Google it. So coming over here asking me if he can pronounce it. B, whoever you are. Come on. I'm gonna put the link in here. Somebody hop on. Like I can't sit up here and talk to myself. Oh my god, no. Let me ask Julius and them to hop on because he always pretty good about hopping on. Like he's been Artman's sidekick for a while, so maybe he doesn't want to come on here anymore. Maybe. Julius, let me see. Yeah, I think he's been on Artman's panels, but I ain't been on here, so I don't blame him. Let's see. I don't have my glasses on and I don't have my contacts in. Oh, pronounce my name. Oh, okay, sorry. Nayka. Nayka. Okay, all right. I'm pretty sure it usually takes people some time to log on. I'm always on here for like the first 15, 20 minutes. and I don't like talking about myself, and the liquor hasn't kicked in yet. So, our man owes you some money. He owes a lot of people some money. So you're not by yourself, my friend. You're not by yourself. Um, and he think he's slick because he's been banned from Twitter, uh, and he's been on there perpetrating as another person. But I ain't gonna blow up your spot because eventually you'll reveal yourself because you can't help it. Um, but yeah, yeah, he owes half a box of Twitter money. So you ain't gonna get that money, Mike. You're not gonna get that money, Mike, from Boston. So you might as well just chalk that up as a loss. Um, Oh, first time watching. Oh, thank you. I haven't been on here in a while, so that's probably been like a month or some. Oh, okay. So Julius said he'll hop on around 9 because he's at work. Everybody's at work. Maybe I need to change the day I get on here, but I don't like to get too drunk on weekdays, so except on Friday. Um, maybe I'll hop on tomorrow again after the fight with Khan and Brooke. Yeah. Yeah, he's our man's on. I don't even want to say his name on my channel because it's giving him too much attention. But he's definitely on Twitter under another name, and I know who it is. Um, Perpetrating as somebody else because you couldn't get back on Twitter with all your other emails and phone numbers, which I know I have history with that. I don't even know what phone number that my account on Twitter is under. To be honest, let me see if I can look up the video for Khan and Brooks, like Brooks coach drinking the sweat. Let's see. Brooks coach drinking sweat. Cause I know I'm all for like selling the fight, but drinking sweat, my guy, you doing too much. Doing too much. Like I think the fight was selling itself, but you really didn't need to drink the sweat. Yeah, Brooks like squeezed his towel with all the sweat in it, and then this motherfucker chugged it up like a shot of tequila. Like, come on, man, doing too much. Let me see. See somebody's video here. This is disgusting. Truly disgusting. I felt like their shit talking was enough to sell the fight. He didn't need to do all that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is so disgusting, y'all. All right, let me share my screen. For those of you who have not seen it, um, yeah, absolutely disgusting behavior by Dominique Ingle. Yeah, you're right. I had to read it like that. I don't know why, but I had to read it like that. um, all right, let me share my screen. And for those of you who have not had the pleasure of seeing, okay, here goes that. Um, look. I'm just gonna look how happy. I didn't really notice how happy Brooke was to squeeze the towel of sweat into the cup, and it not for nothing. The cup there was like a mug, just like mine, this red mug. Oh no! If you see his smile, I didn't even recognize his smile. It's gonna be it. Squeezing it, and he just chugged it up, yo. Oh my god. Oh, that is so disgusting. I mean, was he looking for a bonus? Like, I don't understand what was the purpose of that. Yeah, and he fucking, I didn't even see him gargle it. He gargled it and then swallowed it. Yo, he was on some porn shit. He gargled the sweat, look, and then swallowed it. Oh my God. That is some porn stuff, like gargling some sweat and then swallowing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My guy. That's doing the most. Doing the most. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. I did come in. I see the team. I'm sorry, Vivi. You want to hop on? I have the. I did not know. honestly, I didn't even watch the whole video until now again. I just be seeing like, oh, things happen, and then I'd be like, I click on the video and look for a couple of seconds, and then I move on. I didn't see that he fucking chugged it up and then gargled it and then swallowed it. My guy, you're doing too much for your paycheck. It ain't that serious. Not that serious. Maybe hop on if you want some dingle chugging kale special juices. Yeah, that is disgusting. That is beyond disgusting. Not gross. It's just it is gross because it's not his salts and electrolytes. He's not drinking Gatorade. No. That is disgusting. Like, that's nasty. I'm sorry. No. Oh, we got my guy Vivi
Oh,
here.
okay. Is the mic good? I hope we don't have any
Yeah,
of those
the
issues.
mic
Okay.
is good.
Good evening, Nayka. How are you?
Good, pretty good in yourself, sir. I'm sorry that
I'm
you had
good.
to log on when I was showing uh Kel Brooks coach uh, chugging it up. I didn't even that was my first time watching the whole entire like snippet because I just I see the things come down the timeline and I just take a quick glance at it, but I just watched it entirely and he first of all Brooke looked more than happy to squeeze his towel of sweat. So there's a lot of more kinky things happening over there that I don't even want to like dive into. Um, he had it, he had the cup ready, and this guy swallowed it. Well, no, before he swallowed it, he gargled it and then swallowed. And I don't think that's his first time doing it, to be honest.
Oh
I believe,
no, it's
I think
definitely not.
he's probably gargled and swallowed a lot more liquids than we would like to think about. Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, we're talking about the Ingle Gym. It's not the first time both Kel and Dominic have chugged juices of multiple varieties. Kel Brook is gay himself, so we're not going to go into that one. That and I
Allegedly.
allegedly, and I've
Yeah,
seen Dominic Ingle and Kel Brook naked on
allegedly.
a beach together. So I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure they're definitely used to that kind of
We
stuff.
we still have to say allegedly because I don't know, but I know that doesn't look like the first time that this man has gargled and swallowed someone's liquid or Brooks liquid because they Brooks had a big ass Kool-Aid smile on his face and then the coach was like, he gargled it up. He's just like, yo, I didn't. That's my first time watching it. That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Yeah, that was the second time seeing it. I saw it when I woke up the other day, and I'm traumatized, and it's been engraved in my mind. And then I had to see it again. It was very unfortunate. That was something I didn't want to see, but I am glad
Sorry,
that we're
I
sharing that
apologize,
amazing video.
but yeah, it's a part of the sports and boxing world. So I had to people who were not aware of this going on, I had to let them know. Sorry. So who do you think is gonna win the fight tomorrow? Uh, Kale Brook or Amir Khan?
I am picking Kell Brook. I'm a Kell Brook fan, so I'm kind of biased there. But I think Khan gets a bit distracted in the ring sometimes, especially under pressure. And I think kind of lets himself down. I think Kell Brook's can get him out of there in 3 rounds.
Even though Khan has a new coaching staff.
I mean, I think Bomac's a fantastic trainer. He's done great work with multiple fighters like Jamal Herring, Steven Nelson, Terrence Crawford. But at the end of the day, Bomac can't fix that chin. And Bomac can't fix the mentality that Amir Khan has in him crumbling under pressure. And it was kind of like with the Shakur Jamel fight. Like, what's he going to do? Like, teach someone to get knocked the fuck out? Like Amir Khan's getting flattened. I don't think this fight lasts very long.
Oh, no, you're doing a little too much now, B.
I mean, look, I wouldn't be surprised if Amir Khan won because it's basically just whoever crumbles first. Because Kell Brook is washed as well. He's had his face broken twice, so it's like whoever lands the first punch, really.
Okay, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
Who do you think's gonna
Um,
win?
I mean, why is it? All right, am I back? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I don't know, my internet's acting funny today. And you know what? I'm gonna have to call the cable company because I paid extra money to have my internet go a little bit faster and do what it does. Oh, okay. So back to Yana. Brandon Maurice still wants to smoke. Um, so you know what? You guys want to be my first uh my first boxing versus back, Brandon and Boxiana, because I'm still trying to find the perfect opponent uh for Bernie the boxer, which is Terrence Crawford's guy. But I'm having a hard time. And to be honest, I haven't really been putting that much effort. Um, let's see if Kel say something, baby, because I don't know if my
Oh,
sound went
hello.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Good.
If Kel doesn't KO Khan in the first half, Khan will take it by point. It's a good assessment. Rusty Taylor says they are both washed. Khan's been washed longer. He has the advantage. Oh, eh. All right, so look, I'm gonna talk to Maurice and Boxiana. See, they'll be my first boxing versus. I know. Hey, Maurice, are you like a Terrence Crawford guy? Because what was y'all beef? What was you and Boxiana's beef? I can't remember. And I still have to. I know you have a lot of people that want to go against you, BB. To be honest, uh,
Yeah, there's this
no.
there's this Valdez fan, and he's also a Munguia hater. So I think he has something with me. It was the Polo T guy, but he fucking
All
talks
right,
too much.
I hit him up and see if he wants to go against you. I did actually, but he is too much of a nice guy to be on Boxing Versus. And I'm sorry, Boxing Versus is like cutthroat, and I don't even feel right putting Lee up there and having him go against anybody that's gonna like do the most. He's too much of a nice guy. If I was just doing like plain boxing, like historian questions, and then I get somebody else who's just like that, then I'll put Lee up there. But to have him go back and forth in a debate, I'm not gonna do that. Here go my girl in the ring with Christine. Wait, where we go? Oh yes, Chicken has a fight tomorrow. Is it gonna be televised? Like, so we could put the link in the chat so people could tune in tomorrow for her fight. I think there might be a link to watch Chicken's fight tomorrow. When you say you had issues, did she not make weight, Christy? Oh, I hope that wasn't the case. I'm a Chris. Yeah, he's too much of a nice guy to be up there with other people arguing. So it has to be like pure boxing knowledge questions. I guess another boxing historian hit, but I don't know if y'all seen the boxing versus Lee is too nice a guy to be up there arguing with folks. No. Okay,
Half of
yeah,
the show was like people just going back and forth, arguing, going calling them out on their names, shit like that. Like that would
yeah.
be way too that would be way too much. Like
Khan and Brooke will try their best to get a draw. That means a rematch and another payday. Didn't think about that. Because the UK, they know how to pay their guys over there, so I wouldn't be surprised to be honest. But wasn't even thinking about that. What? Wait a minute. Hey, Elza, how you doing? Oh, you did get your honey, right? Just want to make sure. I forgot. Yeah, I think you did send me a message saying, "Girl, her opponent was 10 pounds over." Oh, she just didn't give a fuck. She does not give a fuck. No. So is the fight still on? Because I know she didn't lose no 10 pounds in like 2 hours.
I mean,
Yeah,
a
no.
commission will be crazy to sanction a fight when she
She
misses like
just
ten
didn't
pounds.
give two fucks about that. 10 pounds? Nah, that's crazy. Internet is like so. Why is my internet acting stupid? Hey Ari, how you doing? Yeah, 10 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy. She didn't even try. Yeah, like girl. All right, perfect.
I mean, I don't know how
So
certain commissions are, but if she came over 10 pounds, like she's not going to have a boxing license in a lot of commissions. Like Louis Neri got banned from fighting in Japan for blowing the weight by like 4 pounds.
so 10 pounds. Yeah, like what was the end all be all? Like what did she finally because I know she had to try to get something off. What did you guys agree on? Because 10 pounds is ridiculous. Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy. Um, so is Josh Taylor fighting tomorrow? I didn't. I briefly saw that on Twitter, and I didn't hear anything about him fighting until like today. unless I'm mistaken. Did somebody get?
He's
He,
fighting next week. He's fighting on the
oh, next
26th
week.
against Jack
Okay.
Catterall. Nobody cares about the fight. Like ESPN don't care about the fight because they have no reason to. Josh Taylor's not a draw, and Jack Catterall is just a mad mandatory. Yeah, I forgot it was happening until today as well.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was fighting anytime soon. Yeah, so um, crazy girl lost 1 pound and chicken ate, gained 3, so fight on. No, that's crazy, yo. I mean, so so she came in essentially 9 pounds over, and she lost 1 pound. Nah, that's crazy. She either I don't know. She either knew the rules and the fights was still gonna go on, or she came in that way because that don't make no sense. Mm, okay, yeah, it's a new promoter, and that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, well, I hope that doesn't affect anything, in Chicken's fight for her, because that's crazy. Like she's fighting a heavyweight now. I don't know. Yeah, that fight had no buzz because I didn't hear anything about Josh Taylor fighting until today. So that's crazy.
I mean, even the undercard doesn't really have anything. I know that Top Rank said Hobesu Ramirez over there. He's fighting some Irish person. And they have like a Scottish heavyweight title or something. Like there's nothing to be excited about on that card.
So what's the next big fight besides this one tomorrow with Brooke and uh, Amir Khan? Is it we are what in February,
Yeah, I
March?
mean, just thinking about the schedule, like tomorrow, Jaime Munguia versus Demetrius Ballard's a thing. That's not, I mean, that's whatever.
I
And
know
then,
that,
yeah,
but it
it's,
might be interesting because he had the way that he let me see. Yes, it was tactic. Last two fights, she was 130 and got KOs. The fight was supposed to. Yeah, you see, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know.
how does she
But
have a
she's just,
boxing license?
and that's crazy. Hey, actual facts. How you doing? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I played the video earlier, Ari, of him. I didn't even know that he had passed out on, like that he was all laid out on the floor. Um, For the people that didn't maybe see it earlier, let me see if I could look it up again. But Jamie definitely, um, he needs to move up in weight because he didn't look good.
For what it's worth on the Jaime Munguia thing, he was on Instagram live and he said that he did it. He was just laying down. He didn't faint or anything. So that was like false,
I
but
know,
it's
but
still a bad
he's
look. He looked terrible.
still a bad look. Yeah, it's like, all right, buddy.
I mean, you could see him. He was like, what did I think Trill said he was sweating like R. Kelly in front of Girl Scout cookies or something. Like
Wow.
he was like his mouth was
No.
open, everything.
Yeah. So this is him. Uh, but what made him just like laid out on the floor? He wasn't feeling right. Nobody just does that, like lay out on the ground.
He
He
was
was
definitely like extremely dehydrated.
he needs to move up. Why he's just in here like putting his body through the stress like this? It's time to move up, my guy. It's time to move up.
I mean, he's a big kid. He'll probably be at like 185 tomorrow, but I think he's fine. He just needs better dieting and stuff like that because he still had like a lot of body fat. So like he was
A lot
mostly
of
kind of
these
water weight,
boxers,
like starving himself.
they yeah, a lot of these boxers do not like to invest in nutritionists because it is a pretty penny that they have to pay. But essentially, it's for look. He's like, come on, why? What made him do all this? This is extra. You know, look at
And
this.
it's dangerous because like his
Yeah.
his his head's gonna be like extremely
He
thin.
had
Like
to.
he's gonna
He's
feel
like, hey,
shots.
I have to lay down. It was extra, so he. Mm.
Are we
Yeah,
good?
Why did they? Yeah, why is? Yeah, we definitely need a link tomorrow, Christine, so we can watch Chicken in this fight because I don't like this girl coming in 10 pounds over and then losing 1 pound, and she knew the fight was still gonna go on. I don't like that. Yeah, you definitely need a nutritionist if you're like if you want to be like elite in the boxing game and be healthy and not come in 10 pounds over or be laid out on the ground like Jamie Munguia.
I mean, Serrano has gone from like 112 to 140, like everywhere in between in her entire career. That's what a nutritionist does for you. And Jaime Munguia,
Yeah.
he's invested in the McDonald's too much.
So somebody actual fact says upset alert Ballard might blaze Munguia. I don't know about all that because he's essentially going to rehydrate. Um, so I think he'll be fine. But last time a person who was very dehydrated and then took a nasty loss was Burchell, um, when he fought Oscar Valdez. When he fought Oscar Valdez, I don't know if anybody noticed after his weigh-in, he well in the pre-weigh-ins in the morning he needed his coach's help to get off the scale, but then later on the actual weigh-in, he was hurting after that weigh-in, and then he got that nasty loss against Oscar Valdez, and I think that had a lot to do with it, to be honest, because he didn't have no legs in that fight at all.
Miguel Berchot's team afterwards said that they were fearing for his life because of that weight cut. It was bad.
And you know what, Bugsy? I mean, you're right. Oscar Valdez, I believe that he was on that specialty that us ladies would like to, investigate. Helps you lose weight and, all that good stuff. So she said she's going to go live on her page and the link. So y'all follow. On her Facebook page, Christine. Munguia's fighting Mesa, he won't lose because Mesa was. Yeah, that's true. He's fighting in a bull fighting a bull fighting cage or something. Not cage, but ring. If you guys want to hop on, talk shit, you can. Here's the link in the chats. Ari, I saw you on somebody else's channel earlier talking about Dominican fighters and all that stuff.
I mean, for what it's worth with the Munguia situation, Demetrius Ballard was a very good amateur in the United States, and he's a good fighter. I don't think he's fought in a few years since a close fight with Paul Valenzuela. I mean, he could show a little bit of he could do okay. I think Munguia will still beat him, but especially with the weight cut, I wouldn't rule out a Ballard win.
We'll see. Like Christine said, if he loses in Mexico, it's gonna be hell to pay. So I don't know. It's in a rodeo arena. Yeah, rodeo. My bad. Rodeo arena. Yes. That is a bad fight sign going into a fight, but he's gonna rehydrate. He'll be fine. I don't see him losing the fight, to be honest. But I'm just saying, the last time I saw somebody have that kind of effect after their weigh-in and it made a big difference was Miguel Burchell. So since you're a big, Shakur fan, who do you have winning? Well, how do you have the fight? Because I already know you have winning, but how do you have that fight playing out? Like, how do you have Shakur winning the fight? Because I already know you have him winning, so that's not even a question. So.
Well, it's interesting that you asked me that because I believe a question came up earlier. It was like, who do you think has a better chance of winning, Charlo against Canelo or Valdez against Stevenson? And I said Valdez. I think Valdez has a genuine puncher's chance. I think we haven't seen Shakur Stevenson's chin tested, and we don't know how Shakur Stevenson will handle that kind of pressure. I think he'll do well. I think Valdez frankly doesn't have the IQ to deal with Shakur because a lot of stuff he does is very minute things like the hand and the feet where you don't see what's going on, you don't know what's going on, and I think Shakur's gonna put it on him. I think Valdez is gonna be very confused. I think he'll be lost there. I think he's gonna get stopped late.
Stopped late? Okay. Well, I didn't expect anything different from you saying that. Okay, look, Maxiana's sorry. Let's see. You guys,
Okay,
we're gonna.
look. Sorry, I had to come. I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm multitasking, so I'm gonna be on mute. I ain't got my camera on, but I can still talk shit to y'all
No,
and
that's
with
fine. That's
y'all
fine.
for a minute.
And no, and then we'll put you said 10:30, right?
Yeah, 10:30 y'all time.
10:30. Yeah, and I'll put Nick J's Facebook. Oh my God, I'm drinking, you guys. Her YouTube page link in the chat. Do you guys have anybody on tonight, or are you just gonna be talking shit?
It's just us tonight,
Okay.
I think, unless it, I don't know how they go. They just hop on when they want to.
Hop on,
So
yeah, when they feel like, yeah.
as of right now, it's just us.
Okay, no, that's all you need, really, to be honest. Sometimes boxers look bad in their homecoming fights. Danny looked bad in PR. Look what happened to Tia. Well, I don't know if we should like. Okay, Mad Dog. I feel you. I'm gonna just say that. What's up, Ree? Um, Somebody agrees with you. Look at Holyfield versus Cooper as well. Hometown fight. No, but that's like once in a blue moon. That's most fighters take wins in their hometown. So I guess if you point out certain fights, then yeah, you can say that. But I don't really think that's a big like factor in a boxer losing his fight.
Well, Shakur Stevenson's only career round loss was in New Jersey, so I think it is.
You just love Shakur so
I
much,
know.
Vivi.
I
Shit.
know. I do know, Vivi. I think that you would drink Shakur's sweat.
No, okay. We don't have to look.
You were
No,
gargling and
no,
swallowing
no,
just
no,
like.
no. I wouldn't. Cause I've said this before. I don't even like Shakur like that. Like I've said, like Chris Colbert is that guy at 130 in that regard. Don't have to elaborate. But speaking of
So
Chris
you think
Colbert,
wait? So you think wait? No, you're not just gonna say that. So you think Chris Colbert is good looking and
yeah, I do.
you like him like that? And you don't like Shakur like that?
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, Chris Colbert.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you like Chris Colbert like that and not Shakur like that? That's so weird.
Well, speaking of Colbert, Nayka, Chris Colbert fights next week, and he's fighting a Dominican, and you're Dominican. Are you rooting for Hector Garcia?
I mean, I don't know. It's just root for fighters just because it's Dominican, but like,
All of the Dominicans I've seen
if
are
he
choosing
wins
him.
and he's Dominican, I'm gonna be like, yeah, passing the power. Okay, of course. So, but I don't just root for a person because they're Dominican. It's just not, I'm a fan of a lot of fighters who are not Dominican. So,
I can't blame you. I wouldn't choose Michelle
if he
Rivera.
wins, I'm gonna be putting all the Dominican flags on the timeline. Yes, I am. Just saying. But you know what? I always thought that you had a big crush on freaking Shakur Stevenson. So my bad.
No, I don't. I don't.
I just don't see you a Chris Colbert man. Like that did not draw me at all.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people seem pretty surprised by that. I think he's better than Shakur Stevenson in that regard. But if they fought Chris Colbert, we need facial reconstruction. So.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I always thought that you would be the one to drink Shakur Stevenson's sweat, but I stand corrected. Sorry.
I'm not drinking anybody's sweat. That's not happening.
So why do you think this guy's coach drank his sweat? Like I really do not have any concept of what
did he drink the whole cup? Like I couldn't get through it. Oh my god.
I watched it just now. My first time
gargled
watching it was when I played it. He gargled it and then swallowed it. It was like semi-pornish, And I was like, wow, that's disgusting as hell. Stay on code, please, Nayka. I said that if he wins, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna put my Dominican flags everywhere, but I'm just not rooting for him just because he's Dominican. That's, God, Munoz. Yeah, attractiveness is so objective. Subjective. It's subjective, yes.
No, I just didn't know he drank the whole cup. Like I see
it was a mug like this.
It was a big thing.
It was a mug. It was a clear mug like this, and he squeezed the towel with that much like right here, and he.
And with the way they were smiling and laughing stuff, you know they were doing it before and they enjoy it.
Yeah, that's not his first time drinking liquids from Kell Brooks, in my opinion. Allegedly. I don't think that was his first time consuming any liquid from Brooks' body. I'm just gonna
He didn't even think twice. He took it and then he just chugged it. And he was like, he thought it was the best. He thought he thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
No. Uh, so wait, what time does the fight come on tomorrow with Kell Brick and it's probably like a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Because I know it's gonna come on Top Rank, but UK time is different, so I think it's gonna be um around 1, right?
Yeah, it'll probably start about 1 2 p.m. I don't know. The main event will probably be around like 4 or 5 p.m. though.
Mm. Oh, somebody said, wait, I saw, I might have missed the, damn, somebody said somebody else was fighting. Was Rosario fighting tomorrow? If I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
to my knowledge, it's just Jaime Munguia versus Demetrius Ballard card, which like Williams Zepeda's on that card, so that's fine. And then there's the 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 Amir Khan and Kell Brook card, and I don't know anybody on that card of that. I mentioned Hopeisi Ramirez. He's on the Josh Taylor card though.
Okay. I thought I saw somebody in the comments here. Yeah, somebody said yes. It's in Dominican Republic. Yeah. So in Dominican Republic, Rosario, which is my mom's name, but this is a last name for
I mean, I could look it up.
he's gonna be fighting tomorrow in DR. So and MJ, aka Right Yogi, says 5 p.m. for the main card, 1 p.m. for yeah. So it starts at 1 p.m. on the Top Rank card. Oh, so yeah, so Rosario's fighting for Tuna tomorrow in DR. In DR, there's
Who y'all think gonna win that one?
That's a good fight. But you know what? The last Rosario fight, he looked like he took a lot of damage. The way everybody it was like a little bit of a debate on Twitter, like if he had took a fall, like like he just because the way he fell from like that, I felt like the punch that was taken didn't equate to the way he reacted to falling down. I don't know. He just looked like he took a lot of punishment. So I don't know. That's gonna be. Is it gonna? What's it gonna air on? Ari? Is it gonna be on? Does anybody know where the fight's gonna be aired for Tuna and
It'll
there's
probably be on
fight?
like some shady Facebook
My
link.
bad. My bad. They're not fighting each other. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both in just like I guess homecoming fights just to look good in front of their home crowd. Because they're completely different weight classes. I think
So
Rosario's
who's
at
he
160
fighting?
now.
Ari, that's what I was asking. I was asking who is Rosario fighting, and where's it gonna be aired?
I don't know. I didn't even know he was fighting.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah. Rosario doesn't take body punches well. It might be from him cutting. That's what I'm saying. Like the last fight, the body shot that he took, it looked so unreal. The way he like fell from that body shot. I mean, I never took a body shot like that, and I never will. So if you bitches want to try it, go right ahead. But I've
Y'all
never
talking
taken a
about the
body shot.
Charlo body shot?
Yeah, remember how Rosario fell out, and we were all like
He had
debating
a
it on Twitter,
seizure or
like.
some shit.
Yeah, it didn't look real the way he took that body shot and passed out. Like I don't know.
But I
I'm
mean,
like,
even
where's that body shot?
The Lubin fight, like Rosario, like I get he was well, Lubin has a lot of power, but like he was like reacting to everything Lubin threw, and Lubin like sparked him out.
12-5-1. Both are fighting some Venezuelan guys. Just get back fights. Oh, but is it gonna be aired, broadcasted somewhere? So it's gonna be DR versus Venezuela tomorrow. Okay, well, I'll be with my Dominican flag.
There you are. We knew you'd come around sooner or later.
Well, look, I'm always gonna be for my people. So I'm just saying, like, but that's not my main objective. Like, as being a boxing fan, I'm not just gonna like a boxer just because he's Dominican. That's not the way I am. Like, my favorite fighter is Mike Tyson. He's definitely not
They
Dominican. So it's
want you
like,
to
come on.
come out big pun every time and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, come on. So yeah, but he was crying like, wait, I was saying he was crying like his wife left him. Oh wow. He did that twice. Acting like that. Charlo and Ruben. Yeah, but obviously he doesn't take body shots well. Like I cannot speak. I guess I cannot speak bad about it because I've never taken a body shot. So I can't say how you would one would react to a nasty body shot, but obviously the way he takes a body shot is, dramatic.
I
Very
mean,
dramatic.
when you're
He keeps
drained, like
Thurman
you
of
really feel it.
154.
So yeah. Um I'm trying to see.
For what
Yeah,
it's
I
worth,
guess
I also wouldn't want to take a body punch from Lubin and Charlo. Those two hit very hard.
yeah, that's true. Trying to see then after this because what February. So we have a couple of fights next week with Josh Taylor and then but I feel like the next big fights are all gonna be in April, maybe? What's
Well,
in March?
in March we have Chocolatito versus Julio
Oh yeah,
Cesar
Chocolatito.
Martinez
Yeah, yeah, that's a
and
big one. Yeah.
Jose Ramirez versus Jose Pedraza. That's a really good fight in my opinion. And I guess for the UK guys, Kiko Martinez versus Josh Warrington too.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. But all the big fights are in April, which April is a beautiful month because that's the month that I was born in. So we have a lot of big fights in April.
This
So
girl
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
looking
be
you
forward.
level up in
celebrating her
life.
birthday like it's her last, baby. She started March the 31st. You heard me?
Hey, I always celebrate my birthday for as long as I can for the month of April. And I'm not mad that there's a lot of big fights in April. We got, the Serrano fight. We have the Ugas and Spence fight. We have Oscar Valdez and Shakur fight. There's a lot of freaking big fights in
And
April,
Amanda
man.
Serrano and Hey the
Yeah,
Mate.
yeah. So it's definitely a lot of big fights in April, and I'm not mad at it. So yeah.
Nayka, what would
Um,
it take for you to come to your senses, and become a Shakur Stevenson fan?
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. And I never said that he was a bad fighter. Like I don't have to be a fan of his. And and I think he's gonna beat Valdez. But I'm not a Shakur fan. I'm not gonna be a Shakur fan. And I don't have to be a Shakur fan. So there's nothing to do to get me to come around.
Well, you
It's
said
not
that
gonna
you're
happen.
picking Shakur Stevenson, so we're taking that as a knockouts with Nayka endorsement for Team Shakur.
No, 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 no. It's not an endorsement. Don't do that. It's not an endorsement. It's not an
Okay, because
endorsement.
they take her endorsement serious shit. Don't get her jumped on
No,
Yeah,
no,
because
you're
no.
right. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
said, that he's obviously a good boxer, great boxer. So, and I feel like they're gonna be clamping down on this testing for Oscar Valdez, so he can't do all this tea drinking that he was probably doing before. Um, so he's got a lot to go up against Shakur. So, but I'm just not a Shakur fan. And I'm not gonna be a Shakur fan. So it's just
I mean,
I don't
speaking
know.
on
I
the
don't
drug
like.
testing,
I don't like him. There's something about him that I don't like. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it, and that's that.
I'm
I mean,
learning to
there's a lot of
like
people that don't.
him. I shared that same sentiment. It was just something about him. I think he was just too cocky. And I think the shit with Jamel just kind of like really overdid the shit. So just trying to be for professional about the shit, I tried to like him, but like I don't like how he disrespected our friend off the top.
Yeah, but it's not even that. I didn't like him before that fight was even made. It's just something about him, and I don't know. I like when fighters are cocky, but it's gotta be like I don't know. Like I feel like his is forced. Like I don't know. I don't know how to
It is
explain it.
forced. It is forced. He like
Yeah,
that's
like
like
that's
he's like a
not.
very humble person.
He tries to act like he's so gangster, but he's not really gangster like that. Like just because you beat up a bitch in the alley or you're not gangster, my guy. Like it's something about
Whoa,
him that
whoa,
he
whoa,
just
whoa,
tries.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You heard what I said, baby. You heard what I said. Like he tries to play the gangster role because he's with what's his name, Jay Prince. But that's I don't
Jay
like just a
Princeton,
face.
stop your damn stream.
Yeah,
Real
no, right, no.
shit. Jay.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Jay Prince endorsed Joe Rogan. You know what he's on right now.
Yeah, but I heard. Well, a lot of people are not too big of fans of Jay Prince right now because didn't he like back up Joe Rogan?
Yeah, he made a whole paragraph on Instagram or something saying that he's not a
And you
racist.
see this man is clearly a racist, but that's who you endorsing, Joe Rogan. So yeah, nah, I'm sorry. I'm not a Shakur fan, so it's just not.
Also,
He
like
goes,
on your comment
look
of
at this guy, cat up for man. Shakur didn't touch that girl. He beat the man up. No, he did. I watched those clips over
he
and over
moved right out
again.
of the way.
No, he he hit that girl. He hit that girl. I don't think he tried to, but he did. And he pushed. He was doing too much with females on that video, to be honest. But I just feel like he tries to play a gangster role. My end all be over them. He tries to play a gangster role, and he's not really a gangster. Just because you are signed with Jay Prince, don't automatically make you a gangster. Like Jay Prince might be that guy, but you're not that guy. You know.
Hey, but nothing fraud about Shakur. But I will say on your comment about how Oscar brothers be drug tested, there is something that I won't say publicly, but I will tell you later.
Oh, okay. I'll remind you because I want to know. Sounds
Okay, and
interesting.
I will too because I sure want to know.
That sounds very interesting. Um, you definitely looking at him
It
differently
definitely
before.
sounds like news we can use.
Yeah. James Prince went on his show, get informed. But so what? Like he went on his show. That doesn't mean you endorse the guy of not like co-signing that he's not a racist. Did you not see all the videos of this guy calling people the N-word? Like he's definitely racist. Like y'all gotta please. Who else seen all the footage from Joe Rogan's podcast? Like, how can you not say this man is not a racist?
I
He's
mean,
a
there was like
racist.
threads, like tweets on tweets on tweets of it. It's like
Yeah.
it's not debatable.
It's tweets, and then there's freaking the actual podcast audio of him using the N word. He's a racist, and that's what I said. That's end of story. He's a racist, and I cannot believe that Jay Prince like co-signed that, but whatever.
And people have been talking about it for years. Like it's been a known thing for a while. Like Jay Prince endorsing that's fucking weird.
Yeah, but it's crazy that he's not going to be canceled because there's so many other racist people in the world that they co-sign this thing and they're okay with it. They're just like, oh, it's jokes or whatever, or they just chalk it up as a joke, but it's not funny.
He
What
could
do I
make a
know?
shit killing on 4chan though. That's where all the racists go.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
they
for what it's
love
worth,
him.
he already has the right demographic because like we're the Bob Arum MMA fans are just skinhead white guys that roll around like homosexuals. So, that's right down their alley.
I've never watched the Joe Rogan show. The most I've watched of his show are the clips that I've seen on Twitter of him being racist. I've never
And I
watched his
always see
show.
clips of him of just smoking weed. So like I never seen.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it was a
that's
bit
the most
awkward.
I've yeah, that's the most that I've ever seen of Joe Rogan or the clips on Twitter of him actually being racist. So
I saw the Deontay Wilder episode. That's it though.
he was on his show.
Yeah, it was like 2018. I think it was before the first Fury fight.
Maybe I'll go watch that and see. Well, I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan was on his best behavior. You think he's gonna say some racist shit in front of freaking Wilder? Come on.
Oh yeah,
He,
Deontay was like
he
a
was
six foot
probably
nine
calling
black
him the
man.
king. He was probably calling him King Wilder and everything. He's not gonna be racist against Wilder in his face, please.
Not
Please.
even a single backhanded compliment or anything. He was on
Nothing.
he knew Wilder would
He was
kill
on
him.
his best behavior. He was definitely on his best behavior while he was on that show. There's no way he slipped out the mouth at all. I gotta see how much streaming video time I need to be monetized. But I know you girls, you guys have like what I saw something on you guys like 2,100 hours. So you guys need to go on their page and stream videos. Just play the videos and let them play all night. I have probably less than 2,000 hours to stream to get monetized. It's very frustrating. Like I don't think those were the rules before to get like monetized.
Yeah, they changed it like not
They
too long
changed it.
ago.
Yeah, damn, I got the $1,000 followers. It's just annoying.
I mean, for what it's worth, I think like the monetization stuff like that, especially with like how well like boxing versus stuff like that does, like it's probably worth it. I would support you if you tried to do that.
No, I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna. I need to do the boxing version. Those. That's where all my followers and stuff came from, and all my streams came from. Like, so I need to do that. So I'm gonna ask Brandon and Baxiano if they'll be the first one. You and Polo T, and I still have to find an opponent for Bernie the boxer.
I
Somebody
asked Polo
said,
about it. He said he would do it.
all right, all right. So I'm gonna hit him up.
Gonna put
And
that
then,
young man in a loud pack, I promise you.
I'm no Rogan defender, but he's had lots of guests of other races. He regularly. So what? That won't mean nothing. That don't mean
I'm
he's
not
not
racist.
racist.
I have a black friend.
Friend, that's exactly. Come on, come on. I don't agree with this statement, but okay. Joe Rogan started bringing on people going against the vax agenda, and now they pull up older about his racist comment again. Man. Well, I mean, he still said it, and I feel like that's how he genuinely feels. So, and nobody made those tweets up like and put those words in the mouth. He actually said those things. Um,
And we have that many videos. It's not like 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 one thing. Like it's loads of things. Like that's how he
yeah,
feels.
yeah. Well, we kind of talked about this. He's asking who we have, Khan or Brooke. And I think the consensus was Khan, but I think there are a couple of people have Brooke or draw. But like,
Amir
dude,
is so far in that man's head, it's not even funny. I felt
yeah, I know.
really bad for Kel.
Dude, Kel will be depressed if he loses this fight, and I think that's also part of the reason why Kel's gonna win. Kel's gonna be in there to beat the fuck out of him.
You think so? I
I
don't
just
know.
feel
Yeah.
like you reaching really far into
Yeah,
existence.
I
Look,
think so
look.
too.
This whole fight's a reach. Though.
Oh no. Um, let's see. You know, my guy. Shout out to Nayka. We from the Bronx. Wipe your feet when you step in our house. Yes, yes. I'll be on his channel next week on Thursday. So you gotta go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I'll be on there next week. Um, BX in the building. Um, Kel is on the suicide watch if he loses this. Yeah, but at what point do we feel like the box is kind of known when it's over? I don't know if it should be like suicide watch. Like he's still. I feel like people already have him counted out. And he's still making a good payday. So it's like, should you really be on suicide watch for that? You're still making good money. And if they have a draw, I like somebody said earlier, they would run it back and they'll make more money. Like the UK fighters, like management and promoters, they know how to pay their fighters over there.
Amir Khan also has a rematch
I
clause,
don't
so if
think
he
it's
loses,
about.
he's running back.
Yeah, no, I
You
don't
what?
even think it's about the money. Like they've been beefing for so long. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just we need to fight. And if one of them loses, either one of them loses, they're both gonna be sad as shit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's been a lot of shit talking, it's for sure. Whose sweat do you have in your red cup? Nah, this is there's no sweat in my cup, and there will never be any sweat in my cup. Uh, no, that's just like on another level. That's so disgusting. Ari says Khan is going to sleep. I feel like you know what? We might see something else from Khan. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
you'll see Khan
counting.
fake a low blow like he did in the Crawford fight.
I mean, Crawford is a different fighter from Kell Brook, so come on, let's not do that.
I mean, yeah,
And you know,
that is a
I'm
thing.
still I'm still stuck on the fact that you are like a freaking Colbert like Colbert fan like that.
I mean, yeah,
Like
this
Colbert.
definitely is crazy. I
I
don't care
really
about Colbert in the ring.
I really thought that you were uh like smitten by Stevenson for some reason. I don't know. I guess you're just a fan of him being a fighter. That's all
Well,
good.
the only boxers that I've like ever liked because of that reason is like Ryan Garcia and the Charlo twins. So it doesn't really have much correlation most of the time.
Um. Oh yeah, another fight in April is Ryan Garcia. He's actually fighting on my birthday,
Yeah, yeah.
April 9th. So Oh, we have a hitman joining in. Yo, why is that
How
internet
you
acting
guys doing
funny, yo?
tonight?
Good evening, Hitman.
Wonderful, love. Wonderful.
Is that Boxiana?
Hey,
Yeah.
boo.
How's everybody's Friday? Nayka, where the
It's
red
good.
cup at? You know we got to see the red
Uh,
cup.
It's
Ah,
filled
my
with Kell
part.
Brook sweat.
ew.
No, never, never. But I mean, did y'all not notice how the big smile he had on his face? Like I didn't even break that video down just till now. Like,
Listen, the hitman gonna say it. You don't know how. You don't know what it's gonna look like. But Kell Brook and 5.
Real shit.
Kilbrook and five.
Yep, whichever
Mm-hmm.
one is less shot is gonna win that fight. That fight's between who got less mileage on them. Think about it. Amir Khan had been knocked out too damn many times. Kell Brook got both of his eye sockets smashed and got knocked out with a jab. I mean, something's got to give.
I mean, Amir Khan has one foot out the door, anyways. Focused on like bringing up boxing in Pakistan. He hasn't fought since he dragged Billy Dib up 3 weight classes. Like, when was that? Like July of 2019. So he hasn't fought in a while.
Yep. And Kell Brook just all of the lights.
Wait, Mike, are you have somebody on your show tonight, Mike? So before he go live, what up? No, you have the coach Garcia, right? Yeah. So everybody subscribe to 26 Sports. He has uh put the name in the chat, Mike, who you I know it was who's Garcia, Mike Garcia's brother. What's his name?
Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia.
Yeah, I think he has Robert Garcia on his channel tonight. He's gonna be interviewing him.
Yeah, he had Chocolatito on recently too. Definitely check it out.
Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe to his page. I think he has Robert Garcia on his live tonight. Somebody said damn Nayka Red Cup is a mug now. It's been a mug for a while. Okay, and I only have to make one mug. When I had my cups, I had to like make 2 or 3 cups. So relax. I got this.
I low key want to try those mango drinks you be making. They're adult Capri Suns.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you, I put too much liquor in them because I was fucked up. And the thing is, you cannot taste them because I was using like pure puree mango stuff. So it was like concentrated, so you could not taste the liquor at all. So it was like a real Capri Sun. It tastes like juice, and oh my god, that shit put me on my ass. So yeah.
Well, I might have to. The hitman might have to request some with a little less liquor because hitman off the liquor. Oh my god! Y'all see how the hitman is sober? Just imagine hitman off the liquor.
Oh yeah, so Mike's going live now with Robert Garcia. So you guys go ahead and tune into that if you like. I'm just trying to like get some streaming hours, and I gotta be more like a little bit more dedicated to coming on here on Fridays at around 8 to get some streaming hours in, so I can get monetized, and then maybe I'll be a little bit more motivated to do lives. Cause I'll be like, oh, I'm not even getting
Hey,
paid for this. So
you know what live you
gonna,
got to bring back, Nayka?
I know. I know.
It's coming back soon. It's coming back soon.
It's coming back.
You
I
gotta make it.
Y'all have a lot to deal with. Let me
Hitman
tell you,
done headline 2
I
of
have
them.
to be mentally prepared to deal with boxing versus. Like I have to be mentally prepared. That boxing versus is taking that out of you, boy.
For what it's worth,
Man.
like once you get like a schedule going, like you start doing things like every Friday at a certain time or whatever, like it'll get much easier as well. And you have my word, I will support you, and I will come on like certain times if I can to help you get through it.
I appreciate you, BB. And you know what?
Oh,
We were
Nayka.
enemies. We were enemies at one time when you were going against Jamel. You were and Stevenson because you were going so hard. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
who is this
Jamel
guy?
blocked me. I'm sad about that because I like Jamel.
Oh, rightfully so. Rightfully so.
How do you get Jamel to block? You're a piece of monkey crap, ain't you?
Yeah, so like he was going so hard. BB was going so hard. It was Yeah, but I don't like, because I do other shows like on Wednesdays. I do Women Crushing It Wednesday with Christine. So it's in the ring with Christine. And then so what I want to do is start doing the verses back on Tuesdays because those are the days that I was doing on Tuesdays. Um and that was a good time slot because I was getting
Hmm.
a lot of people tuning in on Tuesdays. And then Fridays or whatever other day, this is when I have this Red Cup thing that I could just log on when I want to just to get some streaming hours in. So, but I'm gonna do it.
Well,
Hey, G
seeing
Funky.
as well, the Hitman says this. Seeing as the Hitman is the greatest
Thanks, man.
versus competitor in Red Cup with Nayka history, the Hitman has retired and stepped down, and he was wondering if he could be a judge. He
No,
promises to
I
be
definitely
fair.
no, I know, because you're not biased like that. So I would definitely have you on as a judge for sure.
Hitman,
And
you
then
could
look
be
at
my manager. You could be like the Paul Heyman.
Hey, definitely, definitely. The Hitman as
look,
the manager.
why are you starting with G Funky Ari? What the fuck is going on? What's y'all beef with each other? I don't know where this beef came from. Well, let me not start shit.
G Funky must have said something when the Hitman and Ari had their battle.
Man, you need to get
No,
Ari back on
G.
too, because Ari's in the hole. Because Hitman slapped his bald
No,
candy
I'm gonna.
ass.
No, let me tell you, Ari. I'm just gonna put you out there. I think you were pissed at me for a while after the boxing versus because for a while he was not talking to me. And I'm just telling you what I'm feeling, Ari. I feel like you were not talking to me, and you were upset when you lost because. And I think it might have been a little bit of my fault because I was drunk. Not drunk because I don't get drunk. I get tipsy, but I was super tipsy on that.
Nayka.
No, I don't get drunk. I get tipsy because you know. But I felt like I was super tipsy and I had so much stuff to do for Ari when he was doing the the boxing versus
The
against. So
slideshow.
when you
His
drinking,
fucking Google presentation.
I could not look up like all his videos and slides that he wanted me to do that I already had set up. But when I was drinking, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? Like it kind of fucked up his flow when he was doing his debate. So I feel bad about that. So I felt like he was just like, and then everybody was hopping on him when he lost. So I feel like he was like a little bit salty about it and mad at me. So I was just like, oh. So maybe Ari, you should come back on and redeem yourself. But you know what? Don't give me slides and stuff too because when I do these things, I be drinking. I be drinking, and I
Nayka
don't want
had
to
the
be pulling.
referee shirt on and everything.
Yeah,
That
no.
was iconic.
But I was super tipsy that night because I was so nervous and I didn't want to fuck up. So I drank a little too much. So
Also,
that
as
was
a
my
disclaimer,
fault.
I do not endorse the consumption of alcoholic beverages.
I'm not gonna co-sign
Disclaimer:
that.
the Hitman says you drink whatever the hell you want.
One milk. Do
I'm
you,
not gonna co-sign that. Uh,
I'm co-signing that for myself. But Hitman says he can drink whatever he wants, like Juan Manuel Marquez drinking piss.
Okay, well, you
I
know
mean,
what? We
why are we
weren't talking
drinking all
about
these?
bodily fluids. So the Hitman was talking about drinking Minute Maid or drinking a Shirley Damn Temple. He wasn't talking about any of that you brought up.
No, I never. No, Ari never made excuses. I'm not saying that, but I just feel like you were probably a little bit upset because everybody was hopping on you for losing, and I felt a little bit responsible for it because I was not sober that night. I was so nervous because I made like a big thing, like boxing versus was my first episode, and I was like super nervous, and I drank so much, and I was fucked up that night, like, and me trying to, and I'm already blind, so I didn't have my glasses on or nothing, so I was just like, oh my god. I can't see the things that I have, like they already sent me. I was fucked up, so
Well, the VV will say this. He could have had 10 R's
Whoa,
that
whoa,
night.
whoa,
Hitman
whoa,
still would have
whoa,
whooped his
whoa.
candy ass.
All right, the
no,
Hitman
you see,
appreciates it, but don't you ever talk about yourself in third person again. That's the Hitman's job.
look, who Kroll and Taylor ring walk starting? Who's Josh Taylor?
Play the Gary Russell Jr. clip.
All right, here goes Julius,
Yo,
my
what's up?
guy. How you
What's
doing?
up?
I
Doing
haven't been
good,
on
man.
here.
I
I
just
haven't been on
just
here
got
for a
finished
while.
working, and I had to change browsers because my phone been jacking up. So what's going on?
I've been good. And we got Mighty
All right.
Man. He's another good contender on boxing versus.
Okay.
Um,
Seen you in a
Oh,
minute.
VV versus Mighty Max.
oh my God, Mighty Max has a lot of people who want to go against him. He's actually a really good competitor on boxing versus because not for nothing he knows his shit and he's a really good debater. So
Yeah, VV, that'd
no,
be a
but Julius, I
perfect
haven't been on
opportunity to
here.
attack him.
Yeah, no, I
What's up,
haven't been on here
Hitman?
for a while. How you
What's
been?
going
Because
on, boss?
I know you've been on Artman's page for a while doing
Mm-hmm.
lives with him and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I
She
was like,
calling
oh,
you a
let me.
double agent.
No, no, no. I know. I'm just playing. I know that
Uh,
he's cool with him. So, but I was like, maybe I thought maybe because I didn't see his page, so I didn't know if he was live. So I didn't know if he was over there.
yeah, I think he live right now, matter of fact. But
Mm,
Oh, God.
that's
I ain't
nice. That's cute.
yeah.
um.
Hey,
So who do you have
Hitman,
winning
how
the
your
fight
sister
tomorrow?
doing, brother?
Oh
Wait,
yes. How is your
would
sister
you ask?
doing, him man?
How your sister doing,
Um,
man?
my sister doing good. She really just taking it easy now. They keep kind of pushing the date back because the COVID up here, so it's hard to get the ICU units. But my sister's staying strong. She's still being a little scrappy like she always been. So we actually I think we're at $4,000 now for the GoFundMe.
Oh
So that's
nice.
good. So
Oh,
we
you know
just
what?
keeping our heads up.
Post the link in the chat here. Post the link. You
Oh,
have the
that's gonna
link?
take a while. I got it.
No, but send it
It's
to me in
pinned
my
on my
DM
page.
in Twitter. Send it to me on
All right,
Twitter, and I'll get it there.
all right. I'll do that in a few though, cause oh damn. Cause then my phone's gonna stop working, and then I'm gonna have to
Mm.
come back in here.
Yeah.
Who do you
Um,
have
But
winning
thank you
the
guys
fight
for asking.
tomorrow, Julius? Between
um,
Khan
you
and Brooke?
know, looking at Mungia, you talking about the Mungia fight, right?
No, that one
No, we're
too.
talking
But
about
the Khan and
oh
Brooke fight first.
Okay, so that's an interesting fight because you kind of want to know which fighter is shot the most. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
exactly.
this is everybody keeps saying this. This is like who's the shot the most fight. Oh
Yeah,
damn.
it is. I mean, seriously, because Brooke, he didn't look terrible against Bud the first couple rounds, and he actually had a good jab, and it almost closed one of Bud's eyes. But he got beat up so bad, you know what I'm saying? And then him making weight, that was tough. All right, and the crazy thing is, I'm shocked. Okay, I'm shocked that you didn't say nothing, Nayka, about his trainer drinking his
No,
sweat.
we talked about that.
Oh, you did? That
I showed the
that
video and
guy's
everything.
crazy,
Yeah,
man. That guy's crazy. But I'm gonna man, I think I'm gonna roll with Khan to win a decision, maybe. I think I'm gonna go with Khan to win a decision because I think that he made weight more comfortable, and I think that his training camp was a little better. And I'm a roll with Khan because Khan is fast, and I'm a roll with Khan. I think
yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't
Mm.
bet no money on it. I put it that way.
I feel like it's kind of like a unanimous consensus that this fight is like who's shot, who's who's the most shot. Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
wow. Okay. So I'm posting the Hitman links for his sister in the chat right there. So if you guys could go ahead and click on that and donate what you can. Anything helps. Did I put the let me see.
I'm still here with you though.
Okay.
Can y'all hear
Um
me?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I put you the
All right.
thing in there. So I put your sister's I don't know if this I put it in the chat,
Yep,
the
there it is,
link.
right there.
Okay, yeah. So so who do you have winning the Munguia fight then, Julius?
You know, in the beginning, I had Mugia by knockout, right? And watching Mugia laying on the floor, I mean, you know, these guys, man, got to stop trying to be weight bullies. I mean, He's a 168 pounder. He been that, to be honest, because the same thing happened to him at 50.
Oh, did he? Did Julius Hitman?
Julius.
Oh, okay, that's his thing then.
So we talking about the Munguia and Kell Brook fight?
Well, Mungia's fight tomorrow. Um, you saw the video of him after the weigh-in. He was laid out. Well, it was. I want to say he was laid out on the floor, but he did look very disheveled. And then he did lay out on the floor for a little bit.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Julie, so you probably have to go back out and come back in.
All right. So I
I'm gonna
think
put.
Munguia is going to have a long night. If he wins, I think it might be a robbery or he might get stopped. Kell Brook is going to chin Amir Khan in 5 rounds just for the simple fact that he kind of has to. He can't lose that fight. If he loses that fight, he can never show his face in public again. That me and Amir Khan, he said, who's the A side? You're the A side. Say it again. I want to hear you say it one more time. You're the A side. Now, you got to chin him. You got to knock him the fuck out.
Can you hear me now, Nayka?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Okay. Y'all might not be able to see me, but you can hear me.
Yeah, no,
You
we can
ain't
hear you.
John Cena. We can see you.
All right. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm rolling with Mugia in that fight, but I'm gonna tell you something. It wouldn't shock me to see him get beat because, man, that Hitman. I know you know a lot about that. Being in the gym and stuff yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
man, like you gotta fight your weight class, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You never know when your body not gonna recover or react right.
I'm gonna let you know right now, like a bad weight cut or just not really being at your physical best, everything sucks. It's like
Yeah,
everything, like just the steam is just taking off everything. Your legs go quicker, your punches don't hurt as much. The shots you get hit with have a lot more of an effect on you. And with the way
right.
he was looking last night, if he were to fight
Mhm.
like a top level guy like a Triple G or a Charlo or Andrade, that boy would
Yeah,
probably either A, pull out, or B, would take the worst beating of his life during the fight.
yeah. Which
I haven't
also
seen a
could be
win like that in a
deadly.
while.
Yeah,
hmm That's what I'm really worried about. I'm really worried about the man's health. Because,
yeah,
like, that's like, you see that in the UFC with the way they cut weight.
yeah,
Yeah, no, and I've seen it's been more so in the UFC with the weight cuts are really bad because I've seen more
hmm
of the fighters there passing out and like laying out on the ground, for
well,
weigh-ins as more so
And
than
plus, they don't
boxing.
have
But
alternate weight classes like boxing does. Boxing is
right.
like, that's an issue. You should be like, all right, let me just gain 8 pounds in. UFC is like 155, 170, 185, 205. So it's like,
True.
it's a pretty big gap between weight divisions. Boxing's like, okay, 160 is a little too small for me. Let me just keep 8 pounds on me. And then you feel beautiful at 68.
And the other thing too that I see the UFC guys doing is they hold weight until the night before. So they doing like this
hmm
massive weight cut within 24 hours. They trying like I'm trying to get the young lady name from Brazil. Um
Oh, Cyborg?
Cyborg, yeah, Cyborg. I mean, I seen her crying and you know what I'm saying and shaking, and I'm like, y'all about to really let her go fight the next night? I mean, she laying in a tub crying. You know what I'm saying? Like shivering and shaking, and they like, hey, you got 3 more pounds, and massaging her back and all that. Man, I'm like, come on, man. Like, come
It's just
on, man. Y'all
insane.
gonna kill this lady.
Just insane. I mean, they don't even get paid right to do all that shit.
to do it, yeah, they
Exactly.
do.
Exactly.
Hey, actually, my boy's about to fight on one of the cards. His name's Jay Perrin.
Uh-huh.
He's
Who's
about
he
to fight
fighting?
on shit. He's in a featherweight belt. I think it's a late replacement opponent. I don't forgot the dude's name because I'm not really into MMA like that. Since that's my
Oh,
boy, I'm gonna give him
MLK.
the.
Gotcha. Thought you were talking
Yep.
about boxing.
Oh no. Jermaine Ortiz is fighting. I know Jermaine Ortiz. He spars with one of my sparring partners.
Gotcha. And he's a welterweight, junior middleweight, right?
I think he's a junior welterweight.
Junior welterweight. Okay, yeah,
No. He's
yeah.
a
I
super
wanted to
light.
ask you
No,
guys
junior welterweight.
about
Uh
about
huh.
the the poster for Oscar Valdez and for Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Oh,
that was the tackiest and most inappropriate
yeah.
flyer for a fight ever. Like they put graffiti,
For Shakur, right?
for Shakur, and then like Aztec writing for Oscar Valdez. I was like,
Right.
really?
Can I just say
Come
this?
on. Who
Uh
approved
huh.
that? Who
Yeah.
Can the
approved
hitman
that?
say that? Can the hitman say this real quick? Isn't it real ironic that they do that while they're in Crawford for fucking racial
Exactly.
shit? Oh my god, the
Hey,
irony.
hey, look, it's crazy, but you know something, man? This is something that all of us up here of color knows about. It's like, sometimes when people be trying too hard, they end up just being racial. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like sometimes, like a person, instead of just saying, hello, hitman, how are you doing? They might want to say, hey, what's good? And you know what I'm saying? And give a hand or, you know what I'm saying? They just doing too much. Top Rank is doing this at the wrong time, though, because first of all, Bud, suing him. Then Bud Crawford come out and say, the Earl Spence thing was Top Rank fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then for them to do this, it's just a bad look, man.
During
All
No, like and
during
G
Black History
Funky
Month
says
too.
Tom Frank usually has really good posters, and they usually do. So this and like they decided to do this poster for their fight, and I'm like, who the fuck approved that? I'm like, they. I'm not gonna lie, I agree with G Funky that for the most part for their fights, their posters are always like their flyers are always pretty good. So I don't know who approved this graffiti writing for Shakur Stevenson. Like that was so like out on left field
Man, they
for
had Adrian
black.
Broner do the fucking poster.
I was like
unnecessary. Why they
graffiti,
can't just do?
graffiti writing for Shakur Stevenson, and
Yeah,
then
that's tacky.
Aztec writing for like I'm like no, this is definitely a miss. You did not hit it with this.
And my
Yes, they're
thing,
coming on at 10:30 tonight. MG, I have the
yeah,
link in the chat.
my thing is this right here. Why they couldn't just use the Mexican flag for Valdez and the
Hmm.
American flag for Shakur?
You mean the Puerto Rican flag for
No,
Shakur?
and the Puerto Rican flag too, because you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Shakur was throwing out the
Ah, hey,
Puerto Rican
don't
card
get
for a
Nayka
while.
started on that, man.
No, because no, we gotta say what it is. Because when he was trying to get that fight, he was pushing the Puerto Rican card. Let's not dismiss that. When he was
Hey,
trying to get
look,
this Oscar Valdez fight, he was pushing the Puerto Rican card because
hey, look.
they were trying to like make it Puerto Rican versus the
Mexican.
Mexican. So we can't forget that. We can't forget that.
When the Hitman was growing up, I was basically adopted by all my Spanish friends. So shit, I'm part Spanish too. Shakur can do that. Shit.
Yeah, but who decided to put graffiti like for graffiti writing
That's
for
so
Shakur?
fucked up.
Come on, that was like who approved that?
Yeah,
Oh man,
No,
during
that was
Black
like
History Month too.
yeah, that was
right.
I don't
Exactly.
know
Exactly.
who was the person in charge of that, but I was not a fan of that at all.
Bad look.
Yeah,
That's
I
almost as
gotta see
bad as
what
what
is
they did to Tank for the Leo Santa Cruz poster. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, man.
what was that with their poster? I forgot.
So they basically put the fattest picture of Tank that they could
Oh yeah,
find.
I'll take yeah.
Mhm.
He was like, "Hey, yo, change this shit," and they put an even worse pic up there. Oh man, yo. No, you
So,
know who used to have really good match posters or whatever you want to call it?
uh-huh.
Matchroom used to actually have some really good posters. Matchroom
Man, I'm gonna
before
tell
they
you
went to the
something.
zone.
It's funny
Talk
that you
about
bring up that room, man. you know, and the Canelo situation and all
Yeah,
that,
that's what I wanted to talk
right?
about. I want to talk about the
Yeah.
Canelo
Oh,
sweepstakes. So what do
Okay,
you
I'll let
guys?
you go in. Go ahead, ask your question.
So what do y'all think about this Canelo sweepstakes and then Coppinger putting out this information and Canelo kind of checking him like, hey, stop lying to the people. Like you don't have this information. Nothing is concrete. You know, y'all could discuss that. While y'all doing that, I'm gonna pull up the tweet that
All
the
right. Well,
Canelo
look,
the Canelo.
hit man. I'm gonna tell you like this. All right, and this is
mm-hmm.
something that I be saying on the Art Man show. I'll say anywhere. Guys be so in a hurry to be first that they don't care if they're right. And a lot of times, the way that they report things, they try to report it from every angle so they're never wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Canelo has that two fight $100 million deal, but in case he changes his mind, he has this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's getting ridiculous, man. These guys really don't know nothing. They guessing.
Okay, so I have it on the screen that but because actually Mike Coppinger deleted the tweet that he said, but this was
Deleting is
Canelo
cheating.
saying, yeah, but
Yep.
he somebody definitely put it over here. This was the actual tweet that Canelo had retweeted and responded to. He says pretty clearly states that nothing is done because Triple G hasn't agreed.
Oh
So then
man, we still
Canelo
talking about good gimmick.
So then
Right.
Canelo quote tweeted it and put, I don't even agree. I'm still negotiating. Don't lie to people the day everything is signed. That day I'll let them know for now there's nothing concrete. So
Right.
definitely, and you can see right here it says the tweet was deleted by the tweet author. But us tweeters are definitely quick with the screenshots. So somebody put my
Look,
Coppinger
the
in his
hitman is just gonna
notification.
say this. The hitman don't care. The hitman doesn't want to know, and the hitman never wants to. Hitman just don't care what nobody else says. Hitman
Well,
just want to
I'm
see
gonna ask you
Canelo
this.
versus Charlo, and then the hitman will shut his mouth for the rest of his life. That's it.
The,
I don't care what
G
people
Funky
gotta
says
say. I don't care about the Charlo has done this or Canelo. Bro, I want to see them fight. That's it. Once they fight, I'll shut my mouth and I'll never watch boxing again.
G Funky
You
says
know,
Coppinger talks to the guy that mops Canelo's gym and says sources. Because
right.
he
He talks to
he does.
Ryan Garcia.
Because he always wants to be. He don't care if his information is wrong or not. He just wants to be the first to report something, and it's like very. You know what? For Canelo to have tweeted that, they gotta be beyond annoyed with him for him to have addressed that on the timeline.
Canelo
Well, I
gonna
remember
Like
when
smack
he
him down
DM'd
north
annoyed?
and
Virgil
PBC.
How
Ortiz
annoyed did
about
Canelo have to be for him to quote tweet Mike Coppinger?
Exactly.
Look, man, Mike Coppinger is lying. Let's just tell it like it is. He's lying, man. He ain't got no source. Like Canelo ain't leaking no information to him. In my opinion, he just
Mm.
guessing. He heard that Matchroom offered 85 or 90 million for two fights, and he heard that PBC offered 100 million. And then he started saying, well, you know what? I think Canelo's gonna take this deal. And he reported it. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
my
then he
thing is, he will argue with these fighters too with his information that he has. Like he'll
right.
be like, "Well, I didn't say it like this. This was what was said." So like I was so happy when Canelo kind of checked him, like stop lying to the people.
But that's why I brought up
Stop.
the Virgil Ortiz situation. He DM'd Virgil about it, and Virgil was like, "No, that's not true." When he posted it anyway.
Hey man, it's
Bastian
just
says,
like
"Ask
Dan.
him."
It's just like Dan Raphael a couple years ago, right? Dan Raphael was reporting that some fight was going to take place at Madison Square Garden on March the 11th, somewhere around there, right? I knew this was a lie, 100%, because a lot of boxing fans don't really follow college basketball and this and that. Was a lie because the Big East tournament been played every year at Madison Square Garden that week of March for the last 50 years. So I knew it was a lie. And like he reported it as a fact. And I forgot the fight and I said something to him and then he deleted he deleted his tweet. Like these guys be lying, man. They be straight up lying. They don't know what they be talking about. They just want to be first. And and I'll be honest, I don't. It's people on Twitter that know more than they know. I mean, seriously, it's people on
Yeah.
YouTube that got the inside scoop. And plus, Coppinger and Raphael and all these guys, they don't even know nothing about boxing. You know what I'm saying?
So I think I
Mm.
already know the answers to the question that I want to ask you guys, but who do y'all want to see Canelo
Charles
fight?
Benavidez.
The Charles
Dimitri
Benavidez,
Bivol.
right? You okay? I mean, I
I'm
kind of knew
gonna
that was a
I'm gonna
consensus.
say I'm gonna say Benavidez, and I'm gonna say Charlo for one reason. It's gonna be a fight where guys are actually trying their best to not only win the fight, but win by knockout.
And
Even
here's
if it
another
means they
thing.
get knocked out. That's how they're gonna do it. Bivol, he a good fighter, but he slipped. The last couple of fights, he's slipping. And Boo
And we're
Boo
gonna
has
say this
slipped.
too.
Boo Boo has slipped because nobody has fought. He hasn't fought anybody, and now he's 34 years old. He's not at his best anymore. Who was the guy he fought? Liam Williams, right? Liam
And
Williams is a bum. We found out in that last fight, and this guy hurt Boo Boo bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and here's
nah,
the
man.
thing. When it comes to good gimmick, Hitman just want to let y'all know right now before he gets off the air and tells everybody to have a great night. When it comes to good gimmick, we don't care.
Wait,
We don't. Okay.
give me little my guy, okay?
We don't. I don't want to. I'm with Hitman. I don't want to see Canelo fight a 39-year-old guy that really is a part-time fighter now.
He
That he, and by
part-time
the way,
fighter.
that he's already fought twice.
But you know
Like we
what?
gotta see that pretty good,
I like Triple G. His birthday is the day before mine, so
right?
Well, Triple G
Right.
is a
But
great fighter. I think at
I
this
don't want to
point,
see him
like,
fight Canelo again. I don't want to see him fight Canelo again. I definitely do not want to see
Right.
him fight Canelo again.
I don't want to see the fight because I like Golovkin. I don't say it much because for obvious reasons you can't really say that like closet Golovkin fans exist. But Golovkin get knocked the fuck out. I don't want to see that.
Mm.
Well, now I understand your reasoning, but I don't mind my fighters getting knocked out. I don't personally, but the only reason I'm saying about Triple G is I feel that Trip isn't a full-time fighter anymore. He's really
When was
just
his last
chasing.
fight? When was
Yeah,
his last
exactly.
fight?
Oh, a guy from Europe. I think the guy might have been a Russian, but he was a clear fighter. I want to say it was 2 years.
It was like
His
2
Years
years
last fight
ago,
was
right?
December of 2021 against Camille Sarameta.
Damn.
December
Yeah.
2021 was a couple months ago.
Well,
It can't
2020,
be
20, not 2021,
2020.
2020. Sorry.
Okay. So, and before that, I think it had been a long layoff.
Yeah, and then to try to come back and fight Canelo, it's like, really?
Yeah, and I haven't forgot Devinchenko beating him up. You know what I'm saying? And he got a bad decision. So it's
Oh,
like,
you just reminded me. This is another good question. So, what do you guys
uh-huh.
think about this Kambosos and Lomachenko and Devin Haney situation? Like, I feel like Devin Haney is doing everything he can do to try to get the fight. He's even said it on Twitter that he will accept anything that the same offer that Lomachenko is taking, but still he's not getting this fight. Let me find
Well,
while y'all talking, then I'm gonna find his tweet about it. Let me see.
All right,
my
go
thing
ahead.
on that situation is like it's not like Haney obviously wants to fight and he's gonna do whatever he can to get that fight. He doesn't have a backing. He's not signed with his own. He's not signed with Eddie Hearn. He said himself he's a network free agent. He's a promotional free agent. This independent shit sounds sweet and all, but like at the end of the day, he has no one backing him. He has no one that's going to give him those opportunities. Whereas Lomachenko, he has ESPN, Top Rank, funding everything he does. The WBO, Lomachenko's the mandatory WBO. Like Devin Haney has no leg to stand on. He's just basically like hoping that someone gives him an opportunity. He's never going to get it.
But you see,
Well,
Mike Coppinger had tweeted, and he was speaking on Lomachenko, the smart play, take short money now. If you have to, then get paid after you're the guy. And then Devin Hayes said, whatever he's taking, I'll take the same offer. And then he tagged Eddie Hearn George Cambosos and Ludabella, and still nothing. Um,
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I hear you, VB, but I actually think that Devin Haney is a Eddie Hearn, just not it's not on paperwork. Like they just have a handshake agreement. But where I think he goes wrong is that two things. He's in the Boo Boo Andre, category. Devin's a fighter, black fighter with not a big fan base, so that give guy opportunity to duck him by saying, "Oh well, he don't bring fans, he don't do." We've heard guys say that about Boo Boo, and then they'll go fight somebody that's unknown. Cambosis want to cash out, but you know what I'm saying? And he got a 2-fight deal with ESPN. So he's cashing out that way. And with Devin, I don't know if the zone was really behind that fight, you know what I'm saying, with the finances. And I've always said this right here. Eddie Hearn has issues promoting black American fighters. He has an issue with that. He
what do you mean
doesn't
by
do well.
issue? He doesn't do
What I'm
well, or he
saying is,
doesn't
no,
want
I'm
to,
not saying
or
that he racist. What I'm saying is he doesn't get them big fights. Like, look at Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer got a deal with him, and he took 6 fights against him. And then he fought JoJo Diaz, had a rematch clause, and then all of a sudden it went away. Boo Boo has fought all obscure. Devin Haney has only fought okay opponents. Saying like he hasn't had any big fight. Like Zone promised us big fights. Now you could say Triple G and Jacobs, but Jacobs were also with Al Heyman then. That was his last fight under the Al Heyman umbrella. And after that, he went to the Zone. So I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't make the Joshua Wilder fight, which would have been big. Like I think he struggles not for racist reasons. I think that he struggles because number one, he's not from America, and he just really promoting the zone and what the zone wants. He not really promoting those fighters, like in my opinion.
so
I
I'm
mean,
I'm on Seven Farmers. Uh, Let me share this because I
Uh-huh.
remember him tweeting about this because he was saying that um, Jojo Diaz had tweeted something. He says, "You know why the rematch ain't happened? Stop fronting. I got letters that y'all sent to Jojo Diaz because I remember Jojo Diaz saying, responding to it, I'd beat you into retirement again. Um, stop."
I mean, yeah,
So
but Jojo Diaz definitely did some suspect shit, to be honest. Like that, the Kevin Farmer was basically dropped from Matchroom from being the most active champion, lost to Jojo in a close decision. They just threw him to the curb.
but
Making my
Tevin Farmer
point.
is pretty much stating that Joseph Diaz wrote letters to the IBF explaining why they shouldn't fight Tevin Farmer. So that's why the rematch never happened. Is what he's saying in this tweet right here.
Right. And that's
So
Tevin Farmer opinion, but I think that was VV or whomever that was talking. Matchroom dropped him too. You know what I'm saying? Like that went somewhere. But again, Matchroom probably looked at it like, okay, we done gave Tevin Farmer high, 6-figure paydays. He was fighting every 70 days, every 2 months. And they looked at it like, man, that's it. He don't have nothing for us to offer. So we're gonna release it. He don't have no title. Like, why are we gonna pay him?
Yeah, and you made a
and I
comment about how
mean,
Eddie Hearn promotes the zone, not really the fighters, and that's correct. And I think that's why the zone and both Eddie Hearn and the zone are looking for the Ryan Garcia fight because Ryan Garcia is with the zone. He has a long term deal with the zone. He like Devin Haney doesn't.
Exactly. I agree with him. You know, the one other issue that Devin has is that, and I talk about this all the time. I would like to see Devin get He look, all the guys that we talk about that got base. Look, even Robert Easter had 10,000 people go to a fight, but he called somewhere home. Like with Devin Haney, I don't know what's his home. Is his home Oakland? Is his home Las Vegas? Home, San Francisco? Like I don't know. And like nobody. He has no fan base. He switched trainer every fight. Like he has a disconnect with the fans.
Well, you know what? That's an interesting take. I never seen you put that on Twitter. You should, because I think that would
No,
start
I
an
be
uproar.
saying that. See, you're right. I should, but I be saying it on shows.
I think that would start an uproar.
But it's the truth though. I don't know
I never
what
thought about
what
that.
he
Yeah.
is. Like everybody, I don't care who the fighter is. They like come from a hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd Mayweather, Rapids, Michigan. Felix Trinidad. Coupe Alto, Puerto Rico. Like it's somewhere. Like with him, he's like a man with no home. I don't have a promoter. I'm a free agent. Like everything about him is a mystery. It's like you don't know him.
Hmm. I would like for you to bring that up on Twitter and see what
I
the
will.
blowback would be. And
I
I would
mean,
like to
he's right.
the blowback
I
that you would
believe
get on
Haney's
that,
home is
because
like.
I feel like that would start a lot of debates on Twitter.
I mean, he's right though. Like he's right. Haney's home is like Las Vegas, I think, but he doesn't really have like a hometown. Doesn't really have a backing, and he doesn't have a promoter or a network to push behind him. He has nothing.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That's what I'm saying. That would be like, I'm surprised you never brought that up on Twitter, because I feel like a lot of people would try to like debate you on that, but they wouldn't really have any leg to stand on. So, because
Yeah,
I never
I
thought about
mean,
that before, and what you're saying makes a lot of sense.
yeah, I mean, Devin, I want to get behind him, but here's the issue. He's fighting on the zone. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with the zone, but more would see if he took a fight on ESPN. Like a lot of people that be bragging about Devin Haney has really never seen his fights. They've really never seen him fight because he's always fought on either the zone or either a small pay-per-view. Like, when have you seen it? Like, when have you
Mm.
seen Devin Haney? You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
some of us saw the JoJo Diaz fight because it was a big fight. You get what I'm saying? The Linares fight. But for the most part, he's a mystery.
Ooh, so when you bring that up on Twitter, tag me, please.
I will. I definitely will. I'll
Tag
tag
me.
you.
Tag me, because I feel like that's an
I'm gonna tag
interesting topic to bring up on social media, to see the response you would get to it, because I don't think it's ever been put in that form. You know, I've never even thought about that, but it's true. Like I don't even know what he represents, like as far as like
right.
where he
I don't
fights
know
out
nothing
of, or
about it,
like
man.
exactly.
Because for the most part, what people really know about him is that he like a lot of things Floyd like. So we know he like Gucci. Okay. That's all. We know he like Gucci. And we know his father do most of the talking. But what is it about Jet? What do we really know about him? Because he's what matters, and we don't know him.
And he doesn't have a style to bring in casual people either. So he's on his own. Like he has no real way of like. I feel like it's a situation where like he and his father haven't got behind them. And I noticed like they have, like he was like an independent promoter at the age of 19. They put like a lot of money to have him fighting like Philly and Mexico and all that stuff. But they haven't really got behind themselves to get their name out there and stuff like that.
I knew Barcelona was gonna say something. Because she's a Devin Haney fan, yo. So, but Bastiano, you have to answer his question, because, like, I feel like he made a good point. Because honestly, I don't even know, like, what he represents as fighting as a hometown. To be honest, like, it's Oakland, or what did you say? What, Vegas? So it's
Oakland,
kind of like
San Francisco, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know.
So you don't have like a concrete fan base. It's like all over,
right?
Like
exactly. And I'll give you another fighter And it took this fighter so long in order to start to make money and to make headlines. That was Winky Wright. Now, Winky
Because
Wright,
Winky Wright, he fights out of St. Pete, right?
exactly, but he was actually from Washington D.C. But all his fights in the early part of his career took took place in France and Germany and all these places. So by the time he fought Fernando Vargas, he was an American that no one knew. It was like he was unknown. And then he didn't become known until he beat Trinidad in the fight. So I'm just saying, like, is Devin really willing to wait? Making money sometimes is good, but it's also it can handcuff you sometimes because and like sometimes when you start talking about people money and stuff, folks tell you why you counting their money. I'm not counting his money, but I'm saying when you make a certain amount of money and you used to a certain thing, but you've been doing things your way. Now, once you have to rely on other people and they tell you, hey, man, we can't do this for you. Now, are you going to say that person, that fighter is ducking you or is this just business? So sometimes Devin is, it looks like he's getting ducked times though, Nayka. It's the
Oh, you went out a little bit. Can't hear you
I
now.
mean, because
Okay,
you
there we go.
would you pay $70 pay per view to see him fight?
To
You
be
get what I'm
honest,
saying?
not right now. No,
Yeah,
not
and
right
yeah,
now.
and see,
Unless it was like against Cambosos, you know. If he gets that
or,
fight, then
or
I would want to
or
see
if
that
you got
fight.
a Tank Davis fight, right? So I don't know. I don't see those two happening. And he's another guy that's real big for his weight class that probably should move up.
Somebody said Haney's a gypsy.
And he's a
Oh my
gypsy. He
god.
must be.
Box
He's the
box
traveling
shark
man.
say fuck a gypsy. Oh my god. Devin Spaciano says Devin came from money though, so he's not as hungry as these fighters from the bottom. You know, that's true too. It's like he I feel like he did come from money, so he don't he don't go as hard as like
But
these
see,
other fighters. They have to get it from the mud, you know.
uh,
He
and
that makes sense.
that got a lot hungry. And my thing, and I'm not doubting Boxina that he came from money, but he came from a different type of money. I remember Bill when back in the day when he used to go, he had the gym in Las Vegas, and Hasim Rothman and Zab Judah and different guys used to train. I think it was the Hitman Gym or something like that, Hits Gym. But I'm just saying, you know, there's a difference in the type of. Well, I ain't gonna get into that, but I feel what she's saying. But that
Mm,
still doesn't have nothing to do with where you come from. In order to boxing is a territorial and tribal sport. So people got to get behind you. So somebody from Philadelphia be like, yo, this a Philly fighter. Stephen Fulton, he's a Philly fighter. Danny
mm.
Garcia, that's a Philly fighter.
Philly
So they
fighter,
get
yeah,
behind them. Like with Devin, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like how
yeah.
can a fan base get behind it? You know what I mean?
I get it. I really want you to tweet that out and see what kind of response you get.
Yeah.
Please, please tweet
And,
that
and
out, and
what
I would love to. I
I
feel
might
like
get on Twitter and like verbally say it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like that's a good point. So I think it'll have a lot of people thinking about it before they respond to you. So yeah, do that and then uh, tag me.
Definitely. I
Well,
got you.
all right. So
I
I did
got you.
well. We did almost 2 hours today. So I'm not mad at that.
What up?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm saying,
Somebody says
I just said, what's
Oh,
up?
oh, oh, AK Apostle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing? And you was quiet. You didn't really say nothing tonight.
Yeah, I'm at work,
Um,
man. So I was trying to, I got to slip in there, but I'm at work right now.
okay. Thanks for hopping on. I'm gonna put the link for Nick J's and Boxiana's show that comes on at 10:30, so y'all could go ahead and
On 10:30 tonight.
yeah,
Okay, got it.
10:30. This is
It was good. Hey, look, it was good talking to you, man. I'll see you in a
yeah.
minute.
I know I'm
You
gonna
know what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
be back on next Friday. I'll probably come back on tomorrow night after
The fight.
The Brook and Khan fight. Yeah.
All right, got you. All
So
right, man.
thanks to
Y'all take.
everyone tuning in tonight. Everybody that hopped on, I really appreciate y'all. Have a good Friday night.
All right.
Y'all be good, man.
All right.
Salute.
All right,
Bye. Let's see.
bye.